For years, walking has been hailed as the go-to exercise for staying healthy, especially for those over 70. It's simple, accessible, and keeps you moving without requiring fancy equipment or a gym membership. But what if I told you that doctors are now warning against making walking your only form of exercise? While walking is a fantastic way to stay active depending on it, exclusively could be a mistake that speeds up aging rather than slowing it down. As you age, your body needs more than just walking to maintain strength, protect joints, and preserve balance. Over-reliance on walking while ignoring other critical forms of movement can lead to muscle loss, joint strain, and a higher risk of falls, all of which threaten your independence. Experts now recommend that after age 70, you should reduce your reliance on walking as your sole exercise and focus on 5 key practices instead. These are the true secrets to maintaining strength, energy, and independence well into your later years. In this guide, we'll explore these 5 essential areas, explaining why they're crucial and how to incorporate them into your routine. These simple changes can improve your mobility, strengthen your bones, and even extend your lifespan. Stay with me until the end, because the final practice is something rarely discussed, but plays a pivotal role in longevity. Before we begin, if you find this information valuable, please type 1 in the comments to let me know you're here. If you don't find it helpful, type 0, so I can improve future content. Now let's dive in. 1. Strength training to preserve muscle mass. Walking is a great way to keep your legs active and your heart healthy, but it falls short when it comes to building or maintaining muscle mass. After age 70, a condition called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength becomes one of the biggest threats to your independence. Sarcopenia isn't just a minor inconvenience. It can make everyday tasks like carrying groceries, climbing stairs, or getting up from a chair increasingly difficult. Walking primarily engages the lower body, but it doesn't provide the resistance needed to challenge muscles throughout your body. This is why doctors now emphasize strength training as a top priority for older adults. Strength exercises directly combat muscle loss, improve balance, and reduce the risk of injuries and falls. Consider the story of Margaret, a 72-year-old retiree who walked for 30 minutes every day, believing it was enough to stay healthy. Over time, she noticed that simple tasks like lifting a heavy pot or standing up from a low chair felt harder than they used to. She initially chalked it up to getting older, but her doctor explained that muscle loss accelerates when muscles aren't challenged with resistance. Margaret began incorporating simple strength exercises into her routine, such as lifting light dumbbells using resistance bands and doing bodyweight squats. Within a few months, she felt stronger, more stable, and had more energy for daily activities. She was amazed at how much easier it was to carry her groceries and move around without feeling fatigued. Strength training doesn't mean you need to hit the gym or lift heavy weights. It can be as simple as using your bodyweight resistance bands or even household items like water bottles or cans. The key is progressive resistance, gradually challenging your muscles to keep them active and strong. For example, you might start with bodyweight squats, holding onto a chair for support, and progress to doing them without assistance. Other effective exercises include wall push-ups, seated leg lifts, or bicep curls with light weights. Aim to work all major muscle groups, legs, arms, back, and core 2 to 3 times per week. The benefits of strength training extend far beyond physical strength. Research shows that maintaining muscle mass is linked to better mobility, improved cognitive function, and a longer life expectancy. Strong muscles also support your joints, reducing strain and preventing injuries. To assess your current strength, try this simple test: sit in a chair and stand up without using your hands. If you can do this easily, your muscle strength is in good shape. If you struggle or need to push off with your hands, it's a sign that your muscles need attention. The good news is that it's never too late to start. Even adults in their 80s and 90s can rebuild muscle with consistent effort. By prioritizing strength training, you're investing in your ability to stay active, independent, and confident for years to come. If you're finding this information helpful, please comment 1 below to let me know you're following along. 2. Balance and stability, exercises to prevent falls. Walking keeps you moving, but it doesn't necessarily improve your balance, which is critical for staying safe and independent after age 70. Falls are one of the leading causes of serious injuries among older adults, often leading to fractures, hospitalizations, or a loss of mobility. Surprisingly, many falls happen not because of weak legs, but due to poor balance. If you're not actively training your balance, you may be increasing your risk of trips, stumbles, or even dangerous falls without realizing it. You might assume that walking regularly means your balance is fine, but balance is a skill that declines naturally with age unless you work to maintain it. Walking doesn't challenge the small stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, hips, and core the way balance-specific exercises do. Weak balance can turn a minor misstep, such as stepping off a curb or navigating uneven ground, into a fall that takes months to recover from. Consider Edward, a 76-year-old who prided himself on staying active. One day while crossing the street, he lost his balance on an uneven surface and nearly fell. The incident left him shaken, and he realized how vulnerable he had become. His doctor recommended balance exercises like standing on one foot, walking heel to toe in a straight line, and practicing controlled weight shifts. Within weeks, Edward felt steadier, more confident, and less cautious with every step. Balance exercises are simple, require no equipment, and can be done at home. Try standing on one foot for 10 seconds while holding onto a counter for safety, then gradually reduce your reliance on support. Other effective exercises include walking in a straight line with one foot directly in front of the other, shifting your weight from side to side slowly, or standing on your toes to strengthen your ankles. These movements strengthen the stabilizing muscles that keep you upright, improve coordination, and enhance posture. Better balance also means faster reflexes, which can help you catch yourself if you trip. To test your balance, try this: stand near a counter or chair for safety and lift one foot off the ground. Can you hold the position for at least 10 seconds without wobbling? If this feels easy, your balance is in good shape. If you struggle or need to grab onto something, it's a sign that your balance needs work. The sooner you start, the better. Balance is like a muscle that strengthens with practice. By incorporating balance exercises into your routine, you're not just preventing falls, you're ensuring greater confidence and ease in everyday movements, from stepping over obstacles to reaching for items on a shelf. If you're still with me, please comment 2 below to share that you're finding this valuable. 3. Flexibility and mobility exercises to keep joints healthy. Walking keeps your legs moving, but it does little to maintain flexibility or joint mobility, both of which become increasingly important after age 70. As you age, your joints naturally stiffen and your range of motion decreases. Tasks that once felt effortless, like reaching for a high shelf, turning to look behind you, or bending to tie your shoes, may start to feel restricted. Many people dismiss these changes as an inevitable part of aging, but flexibility loss is often a result of not using your joints through their full range of motion. Take Walter, a 78-year-old who walked daily but began noticing stiffness when getting out of bed or bending down. At first, he thought it was just part of getting older, but his doctor explained that walking alone doesn't stretch muscles or maintain joint flexibility. Walter started incorporating gentle stretches such as neck rotations, shoulder rolls, knee to chest stretches, and ankle circles. Within a few weeks, he felt looser, moved more comfortably, and even noticed an improvement in his posture. These small changes made daily activities like getting dressed or reaching for items feel smoother and less painful. Flexibility exercises don't require intense stretching or advanced yoga poses. Dynamic movements such as arm circles, leg swings, or gentle spinal twists can keep joints lubricated and muscles pliable. Static stretches like holding a hamstring stretch or a side bend for 15-30 seconds also help. Aim to stretch all major muscle groups, including your neck, shoulders, back, hips, and legs, at least 2 to 3 times per week. These exercises improve circulation, reduce aches and pains, and lower the risk of falls by enhancing coordination and range of motion. To test your flexibility, try this: stand up straight and slowly turn your head to one side then the other. Does the movement feel smooth, or do you notice tightness or discomfort? Next, try bending forward to touch your toes or knees. If you feel restricted, it's a sign that your flexibility is declining. The good news is that just a few minutes of daily stretching can make a significant difference. Greater flexibility means fewer aches, better posture, and easier movement, allowing you to stay active and independent for years to come. If this resonates with you, please comment 3 below to let me know you're still here. 4. Core and posture exercises to protect your spine. Walking engages your legs, but it does little to strengthen your core or improve your posture, both of which are critical for health after age 70. Your core, comprising the muscles in your abdomen, lower back, and pelvis, is the foundation of stability and spinal health. A strong core helps you maintain proper posture, prevents back pain, and reduces the risk of falls by improving balance. Without regular core exercises, you may notice slouching lower back discomfort or difficulty standing upright for long periods, all of which can strain your joints and increase injury risk. Consider Harold, a 75-year-old who walked daily but began experiencing rounded shoulders and persistent lower back pain. He assumed these were natural signs of aging, but his doctor explained that poor posture was putting unnecessary pressure on his spine and joints. Harold started doing simple core exercises such as seated pelvic tilts, standing posture resets, and gentle abdominal bracing. Within a few weeks, he noticed less back pain, stood taller, and even breathed more easily, as a strong core supports better lung expansion. Core exercises don't require a gym or complex movements. Try standing tall against a wall, ensuring your head, shoulders, and hips touch the surface to reset your posture. Other effective exercises include seated leg lifts, gentle spinal twists, or engaging your lower abs while sitting. These movements strengthen the deep muscles that stabilize your spine, improve balance, and support internal organs, aiding digestion. Aim to do core exercises 2 to 3 times per week, starting with 5 to 10 minutes per session. To test your core strength and posture, stand against a wall with your back flat and your head, shoulders, and hips aligned. Can you hold this position comfortably for 30 seconds? Or does it feel forced if it's challenging your core and posture need attention? A strong core not only reduces strain, but also enhances your appearance, making you look and feel more youthful. By prioritizing core strength, you're protecting your spine and ensuring greater stability for all movements. If you're finding this helpful, please comment 4 below to let me know. 5. Joint protection and low-impact movements to reduce strain. Walking is often considered a low-impact exercise, but when it's your only form of movement, it can still strain your joints, especially after age 70. As you age, cartilage wears down, joint fluid decreases, and your body's ability to absorb shock diminishes. This can lead to stiffness, aching knees, hips, or feet, even in active individuals. Many people assume joint pain is an unavoidable part of aging, but it often worsens when joints aren't properly supported. Walking's repetitive motion can exacerbate this issue without complementary exercises to strengthen and protect your joints. Raymond, a 77-year-old, walked daily, believing it was the best way to stay healthy. Over time, he noticed increasing knee stiffness and lower back discomfort after his walks. His doctor explained that repetitive joint impact was contributing to his pain and recommended low-impact activities instead. Raymond began incorporating gentle swimming, stationary cycling, and chair-based stretches into his routine. Within weeks, his joint pain decreased significantly, and he moved more comfortably without giving up activity altogether. Low-impact movements such as water aerobics, Tai Chi, or gentle stretching increase blood flow to joints, improve lubrication, and strengthen surrounding muscles without excessive stress. For example, swimming or water walking provides resistance while cushioning joints, and Tai Chi enhances balance and flexibility. Chair-based exercises like seated leg extensions or ankle rolls are also effective for those with limited mobility. These activities preserve joint health, reduce stiffness, and make daily movements feel effortless. To test your joint health, sit in a chair and stand slowly without using your hands. Do your knees, hips, or ankles feel smooth? Or do you notice stiffness or pain? If there's discomfort, it's a sign that your joints need more care. By incorporating low-impact movements, you're not just avoiding pain, you're preserving mobility and independence. Joint health is about ensuring every step feels comfortable and confident now and in the years ahead. If you're still here, please comment 5 below to let me know you're engaged. Final thoughts. As we conclude, take a moment to reflect on these 5 priorities: strength training, balance exercises, flexibility work, core strengthening, and joint-friendly movements. If walking has been your only exercise, you may be missing critical components of health that keep you strong, mobile, and pain-free after age 70. Aging doesn't mean you have to slow down or lose independence. With small intentional changes, you can maintain or even improve your strength, balance, and joint health, ensuring you live actively for years to come. Which of these 5 areas resonates with you the most? Have you noticed changes in your strength, balance, flexibility, posture, or joint health. Share one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply it in the comments below. Your feedback inspires us to create content that informs and motivates. If you found this guide helpful, please like, subscribe, and share to support our efforts. Thank you for reading, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next one.